it's heavy now. Hey, running on my guap and it's steady now. Hey, I didn't want that top and it's been a while. Hey, drown out these pills.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the RLPC for the last match here tonight between the Dragons and the Scorpions. Both teams sporting a 500 or better record, and all the teams in Independent this year are doing pretty decently. The worst team so far is 2-8, and we only have two of those teams, being the Sockeyes and the Yellow Jackets. We have a lot going on in the league so far. Let's talk about the Scorpions and that entire conference containing the Titanium and Cobalt divisions. The Scorpions are 7-3. They have the second best winning percentage in the entire league at 67.74. They have a very good goal differential of over 0.7. Their shooting percentage of over just below 7%, and shots per game at a 0.5 differential as well. They got themselves quite the season going on here. They've been quite dominant compared to the rest of their divisional rivals. They are 7-2 technically this season, 7-3 because they forfeited a game. And if you look at the Titanium division, it's a two-horse race over there. The 8-2 Wolves and the Wildcats that are 7-3. Both of those teams look like they're going to make the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Rhinos and Sockeyes seem like it's too little too late for them. So, it's going to be a two-horse race in the Cobalt division as well. Who will make it in? Will it be the Scorpions, Toucans, Thrashers, or Wizards? The Thrashers might be 5-5, but stats-wise, they are the worst team in that conference compared to the Wizards, whose stats are a lot better, but they just haven't gotten the W's compared. The Toucans are also 7-3, but their stats, again, not as good as that as the Scorpions. But at the end of the day, in that division, it's really going to be the Wolves that take the entire cake for themselves. Almost a whole goal differential per game. Almost over 7% shooting percentage differential. Over one shot per game differential. So they've really got themselves quite the definitive season so far. They really got themselves quite the thing going on. Meanwhile, on the other side, the other conference is really up in the air. You got yourself the Iron Division. The top team is 5-5. Dragons and Beavers tied up there at 5-5. Cyclones are 4-6. Admirals are 3-7. So it's anyone's game still there. But the Beavers and Dragons really do be looking like the best teams, even though it's really the Beavers that are on top here so far in terms of stats. It's definitely the Dragons that are second best. Meanwhile, you look at the Steel Division, and they got the 7-3 Galaxy, and they got the 6-4 Centurions, but the Centurions aren't looking so hot. So it's very much so possible that the Cyclones or Admirals get into here and get into the playoffs, but they need to win some games. Centurions are looking a little bit better than both of those teams, but if they go on a losing streak, then it might happen. But so far, so good. 6-4, you can't complain with that, but you need to keep winning games. Galaxy will probably continue doing so as they are the third best team in terms of winning percentage. But the only team right now that's really looking like they're making the playoffs 100% guaranteed is the Galaxy. All of the other 7 teams have a chance of making it in. Less so the Yellow Jackets, who are 2-8. They've forfeited a lot of games, and it's looking pretty bad for them. This match, though, between the Dragons and Scorpions, it really looks like it's going to be a Scorpions game. But I said the same things between the Stingrays and the Comets, and the Comets took that series despite me saying that the Stingrays would take it in the sweep. So I'm going to eat my own words again. I've decided that I'm going to swallow my pride here and do it again. Expect the Scorpions to be beaten 3-1, but I'm saying that the Scorpions sweep this series. Watch the Dragons actually win this one. Funny enough. So everything pointing to the Scorpions winning, but the Dragons, they have obviously a chance here. And if they win it, they might get ahead of the Beavers here in their own division and get a better chance at getting into the playoffs. and we will probably get this going. What are the teams looking like? I don't know if they're ready or not. Let's continue talking here until I am told that they are.
Yes, less
Skirky.
quantum. Let's.
Yes, less quantum. Sounds good to me. Skirky is here. I know I haven't let you talk at all, but that's you were talking so much that last series, right? I was giving you a break. That's what desk is
Oh, thank
for.
you.
To
Thank
give
you
the
so much.
casters a break. So what are your opinions so far? Because I was talking a lot about what the league is looking at as a whole. What are your thoughts about that?
Nothing controversial from you this time, which is really surprising, considering how you are QDC, and we all know how you like to be controversial. I mean, both teams are currently. Wait, I might be throwing. Both teams are second in their divisions right now, so this win,
Sweet.
will be important to both teams here if they want to try and take that number 1 seed, considering how they are both tied in terms of division record. Sorry, game record, series record, for the number 1 seed right now.
And so far, both teams up here are trying to fight for their divisional lead, but the Dragons, that division isn't looking as strong, especially not as strong as the Cobalt division.
This is true, and I think we are ready to head over into our game. So with that being said, Quantum,
Yes.
have a great night. You know,
Hey, thank you.
take a nap, eat some food, get some popcorn, watch stream, do what you want to do.
Thank you very much. All right, well, should I pass it over to Soy and over here? And Skirk, are you going to be casting this last one?
I believe I am. Soy is just too cute to pass up on, so
yes, I have to agree here. Soy is one of the premium casters that we got here. Thank you so much, both of you guys, for doing that. I wish you two a good night. I'm gonna enjoy this last series here, and I hope every single one of you does as well. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your game.
Soy, how you doing today?
I don't know what to say after those kind words from Quantum. I don't know. You've caught me off guard, but I'm excited for this series because if you look at the team statistics for both of these series, it is far closer than what the overall story will tell you. Both of these teams have nearly identical team statistics. They average almost the same shots per game, almost the same goals per game, almost the same amount of saves per game. So I think this is going to be a very back and forth series.
I do have to say, I did bet 1,000 channel points on the Scorpions, so I will be a little biased going into this game. But, alas, here we are. Game number 1 in the series. Dragons looking for some momentum here. Great shot there from Kenga, going straight in.
Yeah, Kanga with the power of the Dominus here. Awesome, wins that challenge on the wall, and Kanga with the awareness to catch this thing off the bounce and catch that upper 90 of the net too. So much power behind that shot from midfield, and that's what happens when you catch that ball with so much pace off a bounce like that.
I know you weren't here last season, you are a waitlisted player right now, but last season there was this thing called the Kanga carry, and it was when Kanga absolutely carried the entire roster that he has. So I'm expecting a similar scenario here, as they are up already 1-0. And Awesome will respawn right on the ball here, looking for a dribble. Put it middle for a great touch there. Almost another backboard read. Kano, is that his name? Caho. I'll try and say that one correctly. That's not going to happen, but Maniac looking for a backwards clear there. Kanga leaving a lot of space for himself, but he's not going to touch. And Caho put it away.
Yeah, and I just want to say, if Kanga was a carry last season, all that tells me is that for him to get off to a quick start here, that's a good sign for the Dragons in this set.
And I'm noticing we also have Clubly on the other team, who was also the Clubly carry for the Maverick roster. So it's really a battle of the carries right now, and I'm really intrigued to see what will happen.
What a shot! Catching both defenders on the wall off guard here, both kind of slow to react, and this is all off Mori Jin's touch. It's an awkward play to make when you're not directly lined up with the wall there and you can't just clear it to the corner to buy some time. So he tries to punch that thing off the back wall and it goes right to an offensive player.
And we're already seeing both the Kanga and the Clubly carriers. We might see another goal here from the Scorpions. Caho putting this one back. Hopefully Maniac is able to recover on the ball, and he will. But just alas, is a great pass there from the Dragon Layer. Cleared away though by Kahu, leaving space for Maniac, who has an open shot there, saved away by Mori off the crossbar, but Clubly will hit it against the crossbar and get an own goal.
Clubly gets the goal here, but this was all Maniac. Maniac shot threw off everyone on the defense, and he was actually going to be my player to watch for this set because he, on the Scorpions right now, currently leads the team in both goals and saves per game. He averages 1.7 or 0.07 goals per game, and he averages almost a save and a half per game. So he is, one of the most consistent players on this Scorpions roster.
Definitely have to keep an eye out for him, as this might be another goal for the Dragons cleared away, but no, Kanga putting another one, his second of the game, into the back of the net.
Yeah, and this punch off the backboard catches Clubly off guard, and he's able to react to make the first save, but it goes right back out to Kanga's corner, and he's able to punch it home.
Kanga's corner. I'll start saying that from now on. It's a good way of putting it. And Maniac will get a touch in the middle there. Goes for another dribble. A flick over Kanga with some space in the middle here. Nobody's going to follow it up, though. Awesome. We'll clear it to the side, but it's put... Okay. Clubly's getting 2 own goals, apparently.
Spam the calculateds and what a save in chat, because Clubly here is just trying to center this ball, and that's just an unfortunate angle for Kanga. He's trying to clear that ball back out to the corner, but... Again, angles, right? You're coming back towards your own net. It's such a dangerous play.
And that's about positioning yourself a little bit behind the ball. It's kind of important, especially when we are playing against Clubly and Maniac, who's going to get those large bangs of a shot that you need to be so much further back for. But the Dragons will clear this one out of their own half. It's just to be put it back in by another player. Great little doink there from Kanga. And no Dragons player will go for this one immediately, but Mori will turn around for it. And that bang from Kahu, as I was just talking about, almost goes in, but Kanga recovers in time. And awesome. Now, looking to clear out of his own half, but gets dunked instead, almost on target. Mori's in an awkward position now to get demoed, and he does. That shot off the backboard. One player following up, it is Maniac who hits it off the post. Almost a great opportunity there, but now on the other side of the field, off just a little bit wide there from the Dragons pinch, and we're pinching back down the other side of the field now. It's just so much back and forth, and cleared away. Finally, we get some rest.
I was gonna say the Dragons really were struggling to get the ball out of their own zone, but these handful of pinches have bought them the time to gather up the boost and get ready, and now they're trying to get their offense going here.
A little bit of breath there, as that was a long little speech, and great clear there. Instead, a little double commit there from the Scorpions. Still up 1 goal in the series. The Dragons need to get some offensive pressure if they want to at least tie it up and go into an overtime. Now, leaving the ball is Kanga. Also might be able to get a good bang there, and he does. Right to Kanga, who does not get the best touch off the wall. Just kind of gives away possession, but a great 50 there. Opportunity here, maybe a last one for the Dragons, as it's about to head into garbage time, and Kanga almost had that reflex in time. Ball now rolling up. Kanga going for a bump. Might be an open net here if he stays on target. No, it's off the backboard. Cleared away by Kaho. I think it's going to be the end of game 1.
Ooh, dangerous there, but yeah, that's going to be game 1 going to the Scorpions, and it felt like players like Clubly and Maniac. I mean, Maniac may not have a lot of points on the scoreboard, but Maniac made his presence known, especially with that second goal.
And definitely for the Dragons, don't own goal game 2. That's kind of my advice, because it would have been 1-2 in your favor, and that might have, obviously gave you game 1. But other than that, what do they need to improve on?
I think for the Dragons, it felt like if you look at the shot totals at the end of the game, really the Scorpions just the quality of chances and quantity just came through, and so the Dragons, they had their opportunities to score, but obviously it felt more spaced out, right? It it was like the Scorpions offense came in waves, right? It felt like the pressure just kept coming and coming, and so the Dragons never really had boost to clear their own zone. So I think the key here, they have to find a cleaner way to clear their own zone and buy themselves some time and get themselves possession on that second half, because they were able to get, 2 goals on, I believe, 10 shots they had that game. So I think they can, definitely get their offense going, but they have to have possession of the ball, and it's not going to happen if Maniac is able to put these home.
That was a really interesting fake there from Cajo, kind of pretending to go for an aerial there, and ended up double jumping and leaving the ball for Maniac, and really throwing up the third defender, who was awesome at the time, and it looks like we're getting some packet loss on the server. Hopefully that should fix itself. And we are fixed. Awesome. Winning that kickoff. Kanga looking to bang it off the wall, making it awkward for the defender. Now rolling middle, it's an open shot here. Awesome. It's off the crossbar, nobody's there to follow it up. Origin, though, is now. That's going off the crossbar again. There's a lot of crossbar challenges happening in this game.
Yeah, and that's just accuracy, right? You got to hone in on that. You got to practice those angles, because those are shots. Anything that goes off the crossbar or the post, you got to figure that's got to find a way in, and Maniac finds a way to put this one home.
Yeah, all these crossbars is bringing me back to those 2016 soccer videos, and that was a nostalgic time for me. Now, Scorpions really taking a demanding lead here, and Maniac, who was not really on the scoreboard last game, is really taking some initiative here and bringing in 2 goals to the Scorpions' name. Clubly going for an air dribble here. We'll get another touch. Maniac looking for a 50. He gets dunked, though. It's a dangerous 50 from Awesome, rolling straight down. It might be an open net. Does not make contact with it, though. Morijin now up for the bump, or the ball, rather. Off the post yet again. Come on, someone's got to put this in. Put it in. Ah, what a shame.
That was actually a really great save from Clubly. I mean, Morijin found the rebound finally, and Clubly just basically threw his body because it was all he could do. He didn't have any boost in the tank, I believe, so he just had to do something to try and get in the way of that shot. That was a massive save.
Now Cajo going for a musty flick. Okay, that's a play right there. And now Mori picking up that boost for the counterattack. Cajo's kind of low, needs to go for this mid and corner boost. Great pass there. Awesome, a little too far in front of the ball, though. Now going for a little play of his own on 0 boost. Kanga will go all the way back there and look for a bang. Gets it past 1. Clubby a little too far out of the net there. Recovers in time, though, to get a small clear. And Morijin, that might be in, but no, Cajo recovers. And Cajo hitting the ball again, gets a really large clear. And I'm seeing a lot of mechanical skill, both on offense and defense from Cajo right now.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely showing his prowess. And I mean, that's a matter of confidence, right? And knowing what you can go for and what you can. And Kanga's shot again, the crossbar coming in and making the play.
And now Dragons trying to find some offense here, but it's going to be denied really quickly by Maniac. And that's a play that they need to keep in the opposing half if they want to score. And that's a great shot there from Awesome, who does get another and puts it in.
I was going to say that Awesome was a player who was very quiet in Game 1. We saw Kanga really get the 2 goals, and we saw Morijin make a couple of saves, but where was Awesome? And here in Game 2, finally, he's making some plays, winning some challenges, and getting his team on the board.
And I can officially say that goal was awesome. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, great shot there from Awesome again, but it's just a little bit too wide for him. And Kanga looking for a dribble play here. One player on the right-hand side might go for a pass, and he does. Morijin might get another touch here. Great shot. Almost a really great visual play from the Dragons. Awesome, putting it back middle for a teammate, but instead, Cajo's up too fast for that ball. And now, Maniac with a shot on target. Good save there from Kanga. He really needed that one. Cajo putting it back middle for Clubly, who's up already, almost a double touch. And what a mechanical skilled play right there.
Yeah, I mean, this one is all Clubly too. Cajo with a great pass to get this out, but Clubly knows to punch this thing off the backboard first and go for the double tap, because both defenders are standing on that goal line, kind of watching the play happen. They know if they go up, they have to respect that first shot, and they can't, rely on that double tap being there. Clubly knows immediately then, go for the double tap, and he finds it to give them the 2-goal lead. And Maniac trying to put one home.
Morijin needs a flick here if they want to get past the defender, or not. It doesn't need one apparently, as I believe that was Cajo looking for a squishy save. He's gotten a few of this game, but that's just not the place to do it.
Yeah, that's one where you just got to make the turn and shadow your defender. That's a hard read going for one of those saves, and it's such an unreliable save, but that's one of those desperation last moment things that you have to do. But right there, you had the positioning to just try and make a turn on the ball.
And now Keho gets another beautiful aerial touch, and there's nothing special about it, but it's exactly what's going to put them in a 2-goal lead.
And this is just clean rotation here. Mori Jin makes an unfortunate touch here out mid, and the back line of the Dragons just is not ready for it, and Kaho with the great positioning to capitalize on top of it.
Dragons needing 2 goals in these last 1 minute 30 seconds, and I don't know. We might see a little bit of deja vu from the Maverick game of a sweep here in the favor of the Scorpions organization. And Clubly looking to make that happen.
That last sequence, it's a heartbreaker for the Dragons. They had everything going. They got the demos. Kanga, actually, he was the one who got the demo. Awesome, I think, was going for the Doomsy off the backboard, trying to punch it in. And then Kanga ended up punching it away from Mori Jin off the crossbar. So here's a chance, though, and Mori Jin able to drive it home.
That's when I like to say ankles, because there was some broken right there with Clubly. And, you know, kind of had an open net that he might have screwed up a little bit in the end, but, you know, he got it there overall, so it worked out.
It's the phrase is "we take those." That's the one that's that's the one that I'll end up saying a lot. And you know, it's still a 1-goal game with 50 seconds left. This is still doable if you're a Dragons fan.
If you're a Dragons fan, I don't know what to tell you. I kind of have no respect for you as a person. But sorry. But if you are a Dragons fan, you know, they do need a goal here, and they need to get out of their own half, which Kanga's looking to do here, but will not, as that might go in. No, off the post. And Kanga drawing back a little bit, inviting some pressure from the Scorpions that they are going to eat up every single day of the month. And Maniac now looking for a doink. Will get one, but it's not on target. Kanga has some space in the air. Shut down right away by Kaho. Maniac not making contact with this one. Awesome needs to get there really quickly if he wants to get a counterattack, but no. He'll be put down by the Scorpions.
Yeah, and that was just solid pressure there from the Scorpions right at the end to clean up game 1. They had the lead, and the Dragons were boost starved kind of at the end there. You saw, I believe Kanga tried to go for an air dribble to try and clear the zone, and his card just kind of falls off because he ran out of boost, and that's what allowed the Scorpions to really put that ball on the ground and end game 1 or game 2.
I have to say I'm really impressed with the Scorpions roster overall. I really didn't know much about Kaho coming into the series. I had never heard of him before, but he's playing really well overall. And he is the second highest player behind Maniac, who I already knew, and so did you apparently, because he's also been doing super well for Scorpions this game.
Well, yeah, no, I was going to say Kaho was fairly silent in game 1, right? We didn't really call his name a bunch. Maniac and Clubly were really the goal scorers. So for him in game 2 to pop off is, I mean, a really good sign for this Scorpions roster that, you know, is really showing how dominant they are. A 7-3 record is putting them as one of the higher ups in their conference. So this is a statement win for them if they can grab game 3 here.
And I'm once again asking you, do you see a sweep?
I don't have any evidence to suggest otherwise. I mean, the Dragons have had their opportunities to score, but it feels like every time they do, the Scorpions have found a way to answer. But you never know. This is a league where the players are so close. It's about those adaptations. Who can make the micro adjustments in game to really give their team an edge? So whoever does that better in game 3 here wins themselves the series.
And now, trying to make that adjustment, Kanga will push up forward here, but looks like no Dragons players back to challenge this ball as Lovely will try and get an open net here as the other teammate will look for a demo, but does not come out. Maniac will not get the double touch there. Instead, put all the way into the Dragon's own zone here, and Awesome will get a soft touch to himself, now popped up for another player. Maniac saw that one coming though, and he was up really fast. And a great 50. No one's quite there though. And another great 250 there from Kaho. Falls up middle. And a little double commit there from the Dragons. Working out for them, pretty fortunately. Kaho looking to take some space up the wall here. He's in a... Okay. I think they're being a little toxic now with their cars.
I see that too now, but I mean, you know, this is one of those things where it feels like a subtle flex. I know most of the cars are generalized though in terms of hitboxes, right? I don't know all the hitboxes, but I mean, why not, right? Oh, Kaho going on a rampage.
Oh, that's unfortunate from Clubly. Had a great double demo, but you know, just didn't take the time they needed to score that open net. Now some space in his own back zone. Morijin will take this one up the wall. And get a miss 50 there. Maniac up for this ball. We'll get a soft touch. Kenga will try and settle it, but it's 50'd right away by Clubly, who's still going after this ball, and the boost will knock at either one. And it open clear here from Morijin, but Clubly recovering back in time. Now, getting dunked, almost a goal there from Morijin. Maniac. Now going up the wall. Kaho in his Scarab almost like car. I don't know what that's called. I was looking for an interval there.
I'm not sure either, but I will say this game feels very much back and forth. It feels like the Scorpions are, you know, going for a lot of these demos to try and free up some space. But the Dragons have had their opportunities to score. They just haven't had the accuracy quite yet to put something on net without, or, you know, get one around a defender yet.
It's exactly what they need, and that is the quality over quantity that we are looking for as casters and as spectators. And Kaho looking for the double touch there. Maniac putting this one on target. Clubly needs a bumper, a touch, and gets neither one. Now put across the field for Kaho, who'll put it back across the other side. Morijin leaving this ball for a little bit, trying to buy some time on his own zone, gets bumped out. Kenga now gets his boost stolen. He's on very low boost right now. Kaho with a great banger. Morijin with an even better save. Clubly backflipped. Still going up for this ball though. It's a bouncer. Saved away by Morijin.
This Dragons defense is hanging on by threads right now, and finally, Maniac puts one home. What an aerial here. I mean, right after I said this was very back and forth, the Scorpions just basically drew the line at midfield and said, you will not get this ball past this line, and just shot after shot after shot, and eventually, you know, the highest scoring player on this roster, Maniac, finds the net.
Yeah, and they are up almost 2-0 now. The Dragons trying to avoid the sweep here. Last minute, what adjustment did they need to make right away if they want to not get swept by
boost management? They have to have boost in order to make plays, and right now they're getting caught in their own corner, not able to clear the ball cleanly. They don't have a whole lot of possession either. The demo comes through, and Morijin's shot is right to the face of a defender.
Kaho going for a flick play here. Awesome. Read it too well, though. Now King on a one-on-one situation, but Clubly challenges early. It's a good play from him. Morijin up for a beat here, and he does get one. Ball's rolling middle. Awesome needs a shot there. Goes for an interesting pass play. Gets 50 in the middle. Morijin does not make contact with that one, leaving space for Maniac to hit it to the other side of the wall. Now Kaho having some space in the midfield yet again that the Dragons are just keep on giving them.
Too much space and not enough boost. So much space here for the Scorpions to work with, and Kaho just the quick little turn. He knows Morijin, he just made a play about 2 seconds ago on the ball. He's got no boost. He's got no chance at this thing if he punches it wide, and that's exactly where he put it.
Yeah, and the Dragons, I'm just seeing a lot more slower rotations. Like, somebody needs to challenge the ball at the midfield, especially in that situation where, you know, the man last back has no boost, the one challenging, attacking the ball really does, and Kenga's going to put that one in. We are down to a 1-goal differential with 11 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, Kaho again going for that save off the inside of the net, and again, a risky type of save. It's hard to read, and that opens the door here for the Dragons, but 11 seconds, you need a kickoff. Ooh, that's not what you need. Morijin gets demoed, and now things look desperate.
We need a Christmas miracle here, and it might not work out for them. This is GG's.
Yeah, and this was, like we said, kind of a statement win for the Scorpions, right? It felt like the Dragons were 5-5; they're no slouches, but the Scorpions are 7-3 of a plus 20 goal differential. This offense, it found itself today once again, and it's showing that it is, one of the more consistent offenses in this league.
And the Scorpions organization not only showing that they are a powerhouse in one league, but in 2 leagues on stream today. They won their Maverick game in a sweep and their independent game in a sweep just now. Definitely one to look out for in the next upcoming seasons if you are an FA or a waitlist looking to be signed. But we are going to end the stream here pretty shortly as we look for someone to raid. But, Soy, what are you doing tonight? How are things going with you?
I'm good. I'm probably gonna hop onto those 9 o'clock tournaments. Try and get some of those tournament tokens for Rocket League. Love those skins. But this has been a fun day. I mean, I'm fairly new to RLPC, but I really like the wide variety of talent that you guys offer, and it's fun